Yo, what's going on, fellas? Happy Friday morning. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing better than me. I was the last member of the house to catch the cold, but I finally did catch that cold, as you guys can hear. But we'll have ourselves a good old time today, talking some sports and talking some sports betting as well. We, of course, got to roll out the weekend slate of bets because it's Friday's show here. That's right. We're on the weekend, baby. All right, let's go ahead and recap yesterday where, boy, what an interesting day it was. It was a good thing we went ahead and bet that Europa League and Europa Conference League because it absolutely saved our bacon yesterday. Went 3-0 in that Europa League and just a dramatic cashes all around. Obviously, the big one there was getting that third goal in injury time. Injury time, FIFA time. You love to see that right there. Basel coming through for the people, getting their second goal and going over 2.5 in that game. All in all, though, you hit the Roma, Leverkusen. Both teams have scored. No, just a classic Jose Mourinho kind of game. Maybe they score, maybe they don't score, but they're going to keep it close, going to keep that thing tied up. Of course, under 2.5 goals also came through as well. Roma wins the game 1-0, so now you go to Leverkusen next week for leg 2. I don't even think that's a real advantage because there's nothing to say that, Leverkusen can't win at least by one goal, on their home ground. So that's certainly an interesting tie. What about both teams to score? Yes, that came through. And Alkmaar and West Ham. West Ham able to get the 2-1 win. So they're sitting nice and a little advantage right there. Good thing we got that goal there by Alkmaar and really came up out of nothing just before the stroke of halftime. West Ham just giving that, offensive player just too much breathing room and can't let him hit that strike right there outside the box. So get that one right there. Juventus and Sevilla, classic under 2.5. Sevilla, hell, they're like they're the darlings here of this tournament. Don't be surprised if Sevilla wins this whole thing. Seems like when Sevilla gets in Europa League, they do, in fact, win it. That game stays under 2.5, nice and easy. Even withstood a late Juventus goal. Couldn't even wreck that under 2.5. It was so nice and easy. And again, I mentioned the over 2.5 there in Fiorentina and Basel. So 3-0, picking up over 3 units. Love to see that right there. And needed it because it gave it all back in baseball. NRFI and Reds and Mets, one strike away. Just one strike away, but Senga couldn't put the man away. Gets a cheap bloop single. And then, of course, they tack on a few more as well. Padres Twins, F5 under 4.5. Solo home run, the 5th inning, sinks that one. Multiple home runs in that game. Hell, the first pitch of the game was hit for a home run there by Fernando Tatis. Just sickening to lose that one in the top of the 5th inning due to a solo blast. You're right there, knocking on the doorstep of a cash, and Yu Darvish can't keep that pitch in. So tough stuff right there. White Sox and Royals over 9. Just a good old sports betting loss. Nothing too tough with that one right there. Rays and Yankees, F5 over 4.5. The over hit. Knew there was going to be runs in that game, but the runs can't come early. All the runs come late as that game finishes 8-2. And then, thankfully, Tommy Henry does what Tommy Henry does. Now their 4th time playing Tommy Henry, and we've gotten 4 cashes. Cash in each and every single start under 4.5 Ks. That's got to go to 3.5 Ks by his next start. I can't imagine the sportsbook's giving us 4.5 again. We'll certainly play 4.5, 3.5, and maybe we got to consider it a little bit, but at 4.5, just go ahead and pull the trigger. Man always went 7 innings pitch yesterday and only got 2 strikeouts. And that was against the Giants. Now the Giants had improved. We talked about it, but still, man, only got 2 strikeouts. Love Tommy Henry right there. So, all right, up a little bit on the day. I guess we'll ring the cash register, but man, doesn't feel like a great day, even though you put a little money in your pocket. Baseball was rough. Positive on the week, though. How about that? Positive on the week. All right, let's hop in that comment section, give my voice here a little bit of a break. And then, of course, we don't have Hockey Squirrel today for a payoff pitch, so I just roll this right on into the payoff pitch, ready to go, ready to talk about this slate. Everybody's in action today, and look forward to breaking down those games with you. What's up, Fish? What's up, man? What's up, Tyler? Rain. Is it raining here? It looks like it's going to be raining any minute here in Chicago. Good. You can enjoy your weekend. Good. You can enjoy your weekend, man. Glad it's a little bit less busier for you. You can take your time and enjoy a little bit of it. We did. It felt good to wake up and see Henry got a cash. Easy one, too. Like I said, only got 2 strikeouts and basically 7 innings work. Henry coming through for us, making us a little bit of money. Morning, Corey. Morning, Brian. Yu Darvish double-boned me yesterday. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Was there 3 solo home runs in those first 5 innings? Nice. Another big win in the Mexican Soccer League. Love to hear that. This one right here, Brian. This one's of the Toronto FC when I went to, or not Toronto, Detroit. Detroit FC when I went out to Detroit. I love that one too. Yeah, hook us up, man. Mexican Soccer League. Hook us up. I hear that. I got some soccer plays for you, Brian. Went 3-0 yesterday. Let me go ahead and throw up some more. Talked about all these yesterday on Between the Posts there with Matt, so not a lot of explanation will be given out here, but I think it's a good week in the Premier League. I think it's a really good week in the Premier League. Remember, we went 2-1 on Monday in the Premier League. Obviously, we did get tripped up there Champions League on Tuesday, but from the Premier League standpoint, we went 2-1 on Monday. Look to do more of the same. Southampton and Fulham go right back in for another over 2.5 goals. We'll do over 2.5 goals in Chelsea and Nottingham as well. We'll do both teams will score no in Manchester United Wolves. I'm also going to do under 2.5 goals in Manchester United taking on Wolves. Give me a Brentford team total over 1.5 goals taking on West Ham. And give me a Newcastle money line. Parlay that with over 1.5. Mentioned on that recap from yesterday that we had $6.14 in arbitrage money. I'm also going to take my leans in the Premier League and drop them in a free roll for that $16.14. Give me Crystal Palace on the money line, taking on Bournemouth this weekend. Give me Aston Villa on the double chance going on Tottenham this weekend. Think you could also do draw no bet. Think you could also do Aston Villa money line. I'll play it a little bit safer and do Aston Villa on the double chance. Give me a Liverpool team total over 1.5 goals. And give me last but not least, Arsenal Brighton. I think both teams will find the back of the net in that one. So that's how we'll use some of our arbitrage money this week and a little bit of a free roll. That one's going to go all the way to Monday because Liverpool doesn't take on Leicester until Monday. But I think it'll be worth the wait. I love those 4 plays right there. So gobble those up. Get them in a parlay. Come on along with me. I look better today than yesterday. I feel much worse today. I've started to feel it coming on yesterday. I appreciate it, but I feel definitely a lot worse. Messi's back. He's back from his suspension. Yeah, I don't really bet League One anyway, so I don't have to worry about betting him. He did seem a little pissed at that suspension. He's done with PSG. He doesn't like how they treated him. He doesn't like how they, kind of influence his traveling. And obviously he went to Saudi Arabia there for a little mission to work out that mega multi-$100 million contract. Yeah, him and PSG's just not been a good relationship. So I wouldn't back PSG anyways. It's a joke of a league anyways. So, yeah, it's just the whole thing's kind of a mess. All right, who's ready to hit these soccer plays, fellas? No NASCAR this weekend. At least it's not been a good match. Actually, the favorite NASCAR matchup was minus 230. You can't do anything with that. So it was Brad Keselowski over Eric Almirola on the Caesars app. If you want a parlay piece, Brad Keselowski over Eric Almirola, minus 230 over on Caesars. But maybe we drop that in a parlay over the weekend. But, yeah, I can't do anything with that on a single play at minus 230. Guys, I'm going to hit you guys with a lot of baseball plays, and I know it's going to maybe sound a little scary just based on maybe how baseball's been going lately, how baseball's been going this week. But it feels like we're knocking on the door to knock that door right on down, knock on the doorstep. You can't knock down the door if you only got 2 or 3 plays. I feel like today's a nice little day, so it is a big baseball bet. A little, I think it's like 8 or 9 plays, maybe even 10 plays. I feel good. I'm feeling really good about it. Good day for underdogs in the MLB. Look forward to talking about it. Unfortunately, we don't have the Hockey Squirrel, but I think we got some great plays. NASCAR looked last. What was NASCAR last night? I don't know about NASCAR last night. Yeah, I mean, just in terms of the props at NASCAR are really bad. What are you guys doing this weekend? Josh some comments in the section, man. What are you guys up to? That's all I got. What am I doing this weekend? Mother's Day this weekend. Happy Mother's Day to any mothers, obviously, that are out there. We made our mother a necklace. Those are the 2 names for each of my boys. Yeehaw. So made mommy a little necklace. Give that to her on Sunday. Have a little time. Ayu Perez over 4.5 Ks. Boy, gotta like that play. Yuri Perez. Yuri Perez. Yeah, that's my NRFI of the day. There it is, gent. The Reds and the Marlins. There's a lot to suggest that he's going to get strikeouts. It's obviously his debut, so I'll lay off on taking over 4.5 Ks, but I'm likely going to drop that in one of my free rolls. Oh, now they've taken it, or where is it? Yeah, it's minus 140. I like it. I like it. Yuri Perez making his MLB debut. A lot to like from this kid. 6'8". 6'8". We'll obviously talk about him when we justify our NRFI of the day. He's 6'8". He sits about mid-90s with his fastball. A couple times in spring training minor leagues, it touched 100, but I wouldn't expect him to touch 100 all that often. But he's going to sit mid-90s. He's going to sit about 96. Got some good breaking stuff, really good changeup. He's the Marlins' top pitching prospect. I like it, DeGent. Yuri Perez over 4.5 Ks. After payoff pitch, after rapid fire, Caesars, I don't know if everybody saw, but Caesars gave out a $10 free bet. I've also got our free bet over on BetMGM where, once again, you just bet so many dollars and they give you a free bet. After rapid fire, I'm going to take my favorite leans and put them in a parlay. Do it right here with you guys. So if you're interested in knowing which of my favorite leans from rapid fire I really like, you'll know it. I'll put those suckers in a parlay and use one of those free bets over on BetMGM. But I think Yuri Perez over 4.5 Ks gets dumped in there. I like it. You got some high school baseball tonight. How'd that golf go yesterday, Corey? How'd that? You got to do a Mother's Day breakfast at 8 a.m. An hour and a half from home. Oh, man. 8 a.m. is not too bad, but then you throw in that hour and a half drive. Justifiable. Gets the puke face. Yeah. Work Saturday, then a small trip to Universal Studios. Nice. Your birthday's May 16th. All right. Like it. You've had an anniversary recently. You've got a birthday coming up around the corner. Have yourself a good time, Adrian. I've never been out to Universal Studios. Heard a lot of great things about it. Obviously, there's one down in Orlando. I need to get out there. Next Saturday, you're going on a cruise. Nice. My mom goes on a cruise all the time. Cruises are fun. I've only done one. I don't want to say it got old towards the end of it, but it was like a 7-day cruise. Definitely, you were ready to kind of get off the boat towards the end, but my mom goes on all the time. People can absolutely love cruises, so definitely tons of entertainment. I know you're gonna have a hell of a time. Nothing but relaxation. So nice. Sounds like guys got some nice little stuff going on there in the chat. I got to go to a gala on Saturday night. My wife has a work function, like a fundraiser with the Chicago Bears. Last time we went, we actually got to meet a lot of Chicago Bears players. They're at the gala, so maybe meet them again this Saturday night. But overall, not anything I'm really looking forward to going to. 2 good birdies in a row, then it all fell apart. See, that's the classic. You could have like bet the under in NBA, right? A hot start, you come in underneath it and just take the under. Could have done that with you yesterday. Could have known your hot start was going to fizzle out. It's all right. It's all for fun, Corey. You had a good time. All right. Nice baseball bets, tell you, fellas. Nice little baseball slate. Oh, man. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Oh, that sounds awesome. Super Mario Land. That sounds awesome, Adrian. Let me know how that goes. I'll be curious. Let me know. All right. I'll give you guys a little bit of music here, and then again, it's no Hockey Squirrel for the payoff pitch, so it's just myself. I'll talk every single game. Of course, I'll do rapid fire, and then I'm going to build a parlay with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Taking our favorite leans and dropping them suckers in a parlay. So, all right. Start that at 4 minutes. It'll start on time. We're not waiting on anybody. I would start it early, but there are people that are accustomed to it starting at 11 a.m. So you see the viewer count really jump at 11 a.m. People don't need the soccer picks. Well, they're missing out because those are the winners this week. You need the soccer picks this week. Can I get 1 week where like baseball and soccer are both like hot at the same time? Why does one of the two got to be struggling? Can I just get them both hot at the same time? It all starts tonight. 10 baseball bets, a lot of great soccer bets there on the screen. Let's have ourselves a day. I'm excited. Coming off a day in which we made some money. Coming off a day in which we won our last bet of the day. Tommy Henry under 4.5 Ks. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Hang tight. Come back 4 minutes. Let's talk some baseball. Let's do it. I'm ready for it. Hey there, what's going on, fellas? It's Jason, of course, here with Winning Bets. Payoff page live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Not going to be joined by the Hockey Squirrel today. He's got some personal issues he had to take care of, so it's just going to be myself breaking down today's MLB slate. But we're powered by Bet Openly each and every single day, where you win more and lose less over there on Bet Openly. There's a link down in this video description. Hop on over there and take a look at it. We've got 15 games in today's MLB slate, so a nice little slate here on this Friday afternoon. Get you guys set for money-making weekend. We took advantage of this MLB slate, loaded up, cashing our last bet of the day. Tommy Henry, under 4.5 Ks. You know, we played him in all 4 of his starts and gotten 4 cashes. You know, he's never even had us on the hook sweating. What a great little prop that is. Hopefully we get 4.5 again in his next start. Fingers crossed we get 4.5 in his next start. Mentioned not having the Hockey Squirrel today. I actually do have 4 bets to share, though, from the Hockey Squirrel, and he shared with me all of his over-unders and money line projections. We, of course, won't go through them individually, but I'll let you know what his greatest over discrepancy is, and I'll let you know what his greatest under discrepancy is. So we'll, of course, get through those as well. All right, let's go ahead and kick it off with around the bases. I'd like to take a couple games and, of course, break them down with you guys. And for my around the bases, and I apologize for my voice. As you can hear, I am catching a cold that's been going around through the family. I am going to do 2 unders. I'm looking to do 2 unders. Got that one written down actually wrong. Did I get that right there? Yeah, I did get that right. I'm going to do 2 unders here and around the bases. And the first under I'm going to go ahead and look at first is this Braves taking on the Blue Jays game. And what do I mean by an under? Remember last time we've used one of these F3 unders? It was the Royals taking on Zach Gallen and the Diamondbacks. And we said the Royals weren't going to score through the first 3 innings. We got a good plus money cash. Let's do that again here today with the Blue Jays. Take their F3 team total under 0.5 at plus 115 over on DraftKings. We just saw a couple days ago the Blue Jays struggled with the power pitcher in Zach Wheeler. They let Zach Wheeler go over 6 innings pitched for the first time. He let Zach Wheeler only give up 1 run in his 7 innings pitch. Hell, he got 7 strikeouts. The 1 run he gave up was a 5th inning solo home run. They absolutely struggled with Zach Wheeler. Now they get a very much harder and a better power pitcher in Spencer Strider here of the Atlanta Braves. We've done Spencer Strider, in the first 3 innings. Remember when he went up against the Marlins? We did the F3 run line. You don't want to do that today. I think the Braves do get to Chris Bassett, but I just don't know if they can get to him maybe in the first 3 innings. Could be one of those 4 innings, 4, 5, 6, second time through the rotation. So that's why I don't want to do the F3 run line, but I do want to target this Blue Jays team and their struggles. They're kind of struggling overall right now in terms of hitting right-handers, about middle of the pack. But again, going to struggle today against his power pitcher. Give me Spencer Strider, first time through this rotation. Only one guy has seen Spencer Strider, and that's Varsho. Otherwise, everybody's going to be brand new to Spencer Strider. Should be an advantage for this big, tall, strikeout power guy. So I'm going to do the Blue Jays F3 team total under 0.5 runs at plus 115. Sticking with this under, I'm going to take another team that is poised to struggle today and has been struggling. I'm going to do this Guardians matchup, Guardians-Angels. I want to do their F5. Give me the Guardians F5 team total under 2.5 runs at minus 155 over on DraftKings. Guardians are just terrible versus left-handers. Kind of been struggling overall over the course of the whole season, but really struggling versus left-handers. They're hitting 164. Hitting 160. They're getting no goddamn power to the plate. They're only slugging 230. Only slugging 230. Their on-base percentage is only 239. Those are just god-awful numbers. The Guardians through the first 5 innings averaged 1.92 runs. That ranks 29th in the major leagues. And at home, it's worse. It's 1.61 runs at home. They're going up against Tyler Anderson today here of the Angels. He's a typical pitcher where if there's an opportunity to him succeed, he generally succeeds more times than not. But if you give him a tough matchup, he's going to end up getting hit hard. But this fits the profile of a matchup in which he could absolutely succeed. I see him going over his strikeout prop of over 3.5 Ks. I see him going deep into the 6th inning. I see him going over 16.5 outs. I'm, of course, going to target the Guardians' inability to hit left-handers, and think that a team that will not hit their F5 team total today of over 2.5 runs. So I'll take that under 2.5 runs. All right, 3rd inning, shut up and pitch time. Let me give you guys some pitching props. What about the Tigers today taking on a left-hander? You already know what that means in terms of the Tigers F5 team total bet that you've got locked in. But what about Marco Gonzalez? They're the Seattle Mariners. What about him to say under 4.5 Ks at minus 140 over on FanDuel? He stayed under in 4 of his 6 starts. We know the Tigers are really good versus left-handers, absolutely fantastic versus left-handers, and they're really good in terms of their strikeout percentage. It's only 13.6. 13.6 for a strikeout percentage, and Gonzalez has stayed under in 4 of 6. Another guy that's going to struggle today. I think the Tigers hit their F5 team total, and I think in the process they're going to make Gonzalez work to get through. I would think the 5 innings that he's probably going to get through, I would have him getting 2 or 3 strikeouts against a very fantastic left-handed hitting, low strikeout rate here of the Tigers. So I'll take Gonzalez under 4.5 Ks at minus 140. Another one I'm going to go ahead and do, and this one was a little bit surprising, Corbin Burns under 6.5 strikeouts at plus 108. It's going to be a little bit hard for you guys to get your head around that one, but Corbin Burns under 6.5 Ks at plus 108. How about staying under in 6 of his 7 starts? Guy's got this reputation as a big strikeout guy. It's not happening for him this season. His K per 9 in 2022 was 10.8. It's down to 7.3 this season. That's a massive reduction. That's a 3 strikeout reduction. Again, he stayed under in 6 of his 7 starts this season. The Royals are really good right now versus right-handers, hitting the ball really well. 281, 344, and a 537 slash line while maintaining a very low strikeout rate at 19.5%. So a guy who's just doing nothing but staying under, having good outings is Corbin Burns. He's not getting lit up, but his whiff rate is not there. His chase rate is not there this season. And subsequently, obviously, the strikeouts are not there this season. So I'll take Corbin Burns to stay under 6.5 Ks at plus 108. Long shots today. Dogs. Plus money bets. Everybody loves these plus money bets. So, all right, let's run through a couple of these dogs. I've got some honorable mentions. I've got some dogs that I just flat out absolutely like. Some dogs that I'm actually going to be betting. One of those dogs that I'll be betting is the Angels. Angels going up against the Guardians. I already mentioned how I think the Guardians are going to struggle. You get in the Angels, you get the better offense. Not hard to be the better offense when the Guardians are hitting 169 versus left-handers. The Angels are also going up against a left-hander and Logan Allen, but they're hitting 250. I mean, just significantly better. And the Angels hit better right-handers for whenever this becomes a bullpen game and you start seeing right-handers come out of the bullpen. So I hit the left-handers significantly better. I hit right-handers a little bit better, but I have the better bullpen also in the Angels. Do I have the better starter in Anderson over Allen? Maybe not, but Allen's going to struggle going up against a much better offense, and Anderson should have it going a little bit easier going up against this Guardians offense. So to me, the Angels, you're getting the better offense, you're getting the better bullpen, starters a wash, plus 116. Angels should not be an underdog up against this Guardians team that is struggling. Keeping games close, keeping games low scoring is what the Guardians are doing, but they don't deserve to be the favorites here against a much better Angels team. So I like the Angels today as the best dog of the day. I think another good dog could be the Royals. I think the Royals, plus 190 up against the Brewers. What are we scared of? What are we scared of here with the Brewers? You know, Corbin Burns, in all of his starts but one, the opponent has gotten 3 or more runs. So guys are hitting Corbin Burns. They're hitting this bullpen that just really isn't all that good right now in this Milwaukee Brewers bullpen. So I think the Royals are a good dog. I also think the Reds are a good dog. You got Yuri Perez making his MLB debut. We'll talk about him in the 6th inning, as that's going to be my NRFI of the day. But in terms of, underdog and winning the game, the Reds are a better offense. The Reds are a better bullpen. And they have Ashcraft gone, which, when you want to back the Reds, you got Hunter Green, you got Ashcraft, and Lodolo. Those are 3 really good, solid starters. And today you get Ashcraft on the mound, who's coming off a rough start up against the White Sox. But other than that, he's been solid so far this season. So I'm not quite sure why the Reds are such a big underdog to Yuri Perez that we haven't seen. We're expecting to be pretty good. Like him to go over 4.5 strikeouts. But even if, I'm just getting the better bullpen, better offense. So I like the Reds. And then I like the Rockies today going up against the Phillies. Got a Phillies team struggling to hit left-handers. Normally I would fade a team like that, but it is Austin Gomber who doesn't have the great numbers in his own right. I think he does go over his strikeout prop, by the way, as does Austin Gomber. But I think the Rockies, better bullpen than the Phillies, better offense. Taijuan Walker, I think, keeps this game low scoring. This is a game where it started off as a high total, and now the total is coming down. I agree with that as well. I kind of like the F5 under. Is that 6.5 runs? You can take the under at minus 110. This game feels like low scoring, and I like the Rockies to pull it out today against the Phillies. So give me the Angels as a bona fide dog of the day. Give me the Reds also as a bona fide dog of the day. And then give me your Royals and Rockies as honorable mentions of underdogs that I think at the end of the day they'll come through. So those are 4. I bet 3 of those are going to come through. I like the dogs today in the MLB. All right, 5th inning, keep swinging. Let me give you guys some hitting props for today. Let's go ahead and start with Kyle Tucker here of the Houston Astros. He's 4 for 9 up against Michael Kopech. But what I really like about it as well is 0 strikeouts. 0 strikeouts. He's hitting the ball up against Kopech. 1 double and 1 home run. And, of course, you get that lefty on righty matchup with Tucker taking on Kopech. So look for Tucker to go over his total bases, and also obviously then like him to get a hit if you'd rather just do the parlay piece. Mentioned this guy a couple of nights ago, Trey Mancini. When he was going up against Jordan Montgomery, he got a hit in that game against Jordan Montgomery. I like him to get another hit today against Sonny Gray, who he's 7 for 15 up against, 2 doubles and a home run. So look for Trey Mancini to come through with just a hit. If you're looking for a guy that maybe can't come through, Max Muncy. He's 2 for 21 up against Blake Snell with 8 strikeouts. Not a lot of production up against Blake Snell. That's another matchup I look forward to talking about when we get to rapid fire. But all right, so give me Kyle Tucker and Trey Mancini. Each of those guys to get a hit. Max Muncy to go ahead and struggle. 6th inning, it's a steal. Let me go ahead and give you guys my NRFI of the day, which we've talked about it. Reds and Marlins, NRFI of the day. We talked about Ashcraft a little bit earlier when we liked the Reds as an underdog today. You know, Ashcraft in the first inning has had 7 starts. This is the guy you look for. 0 runs. He's given up 0 runs in the first inning. And that includes a start in which he got rocked by the White Sox. Went 1.2 innings pitched, gave up 8 runs. None of those came in the first inning. In fact, he's been so goddamn good in the first inning. He's only had 2 hits and 2 walks in those combined 7 starts. So a very good opponent's batting average of obviously 0.91, and his whip is 0.57 in the first inning. The only thing you would like out of Ashcraft is more strikeouts. He's only got 4 strikeouts in those 7 starts, but nobody's getting hits, nobody's getting walks, and obviously nobody's gotten a run off of him. So I absolutely like that. And then you got Yuri Perez on the mound there for the Marlins. Everybody's talking about this guy. It's his debut, top prospect here for the Marlins. 6'8" guy, big, tall, lengthy kid. Fastball is going to be sitting at about 95, 96 miles an hour. May touch 100, but it's going to be sitting at about 95, 96. Great changeup. That's going to be his good pitch today. So, and he brings a lot of strikeouts. He's had 31 innings pitched in the minors. How about 42 Ks? Like that. Now, highest ball he's pitched is AA, so it's going to be a good little jump up for him. But the measurements are there and the metrics are there to suggest he's ready for this. Marlins, of course, NRFI 82% of the time, which is 29th in the MLB. Reds, we know they did trip us up yesterday, of course. They NRFI 65% of the time. That's my NRFI of the day. Marlins, Reds, -120 is where you can find that one. Love it. Ashcraft, perfect pitcher here, paired with Perez. I love it. Love it. All right, 7th inning. Got to give you guys my best bet today. Best bet today. And you probably thought I was just going to, go the cheap way out here and just give you Tigers F5 team total over 1.5 runs. I'm not going to do that because you knew that bet was coming. I'm going to give you the Rangers run line. Rangers run line at -110. You get Martin Perez up against Ken Wadlchuk. 2 left-handers, obviously, on the mound. Perez with much better numbers, and that includes coming off a rough outing against the Angels. He still got significantly better numbers than Wadlchuk. Wadlchuk's got some good outings as well. Had a nice outing against the Cubs earlier on, but on a whole, his numbers are significantly worse than Perez, so love that right there. Offense-wise versus left-handers, you get a big advantage here in the Rangers. Their slash line is 329, 416, 471. For the Athletics, their slash line is 231, 311, and 246. So much, much better here lineup here for the Texas Rangers. Bullpen edge, give me the Rangers. You get about an average bullpen for the Rangers going up against a bottom 10 bullpen for the Athletics. Kind of just it's been the story with this Athletics bullpen for about 2 weeks now. It's just been atrocious and it really got awful. So I'll take by far the better offense. I'll take by far the better bullpen. I'll take Martin Perez over Wadlchuk all day long. Rangers run line to win the game by 2 or more. That's going to be your best bet today. Rangers on the run line. 8th inning, my favorite parlay today. I'm going to go ahead and do that Braves money line. Look, the Braves will get to Chris Bassett at some point. They're absolutely going to get to Bassett at some point. Expect Strider just to keep this Blue Jays offense limited. And bullpen, huge advantage here for the Braves. Huge advantage here for the Braves. So I like everything about the Braves money line today. And I'm going to parlay that with the Red Sox team total over 4.5 runs at +168. This is an interesting game. You've seen nothing but the over shoot up here between the Cardinals and Red Sox. I get it from a Red Sox standpoint. Number 1 offense versus right-handers. Hell, I'd love to back the Red Sox, quite frankly. But, Wainwright. crafty veteran, knows how to pitch. I still think the Red Sox certainly get to him. That's why, they're worthy of putting in the parlay full game team total of over 4.5 because the Cardinals bullpen is in the bottom 10. So I definitely think there's an opportunity here, for the Red Sox to put up some runs. I'm not sure why everybody's gravitating towards just betting this over. James Paxton's on the mound for the Red Sox. You have no idea what you're going to get from him. Hasn't pitched because of injury since 2021. And this Cardinals team is struggling against left-handers. This is not a Cardinals team that is doing great this season, and definitely not doing great versus left-handers. So I can't quite get on the over just because I don't know what I'm going to get out of Paxton going up against, the Cardinals offense. And if they haven't got to Paxton, the Cardinals are in trouble because the Boston Red Sox have a top 10 bullpen right now. I kind of like the Red Sox, on the money line. I think the Red Sox, let me go back and look at the price. Yeah, they're slight favorites, minus 115 up against minus 105. I like the Red Sox today. So, all right, that's the parlay of today. All right, let's go ahead and throw up Squirrel's bets, and then let's go ahead and talk about his greatest over discrepancy, his greatest under discrepancy. Then I'll throw my bets up on the screen, and then we'll, of course, talk to rapid fire. So here's Squirrel's bets. He's going to go ahead and roll that Marlins money line at minus 135. Obviously, we see that one completely different. I'm on the Reds money line on that one. He likes the Twins money line at minus 150. I'll tell you what, the Cubs were also one of my favorite dogs today. Didn't quite make the list in terms of talking about them. We'll obviously get to them in rapid fire, but that game's going to be a lot closer. That one feels like more like a coin flip. I'm not sure why the Twins are at minus 150. When you're struggling on offense like the Twins are, I'm not sure how you can be that big of a favorite up over anybody. So, but he likes the Twins on the money line. He does like that Cardinals Red Sox over 10. Just not one I can quite get there. And then Phillies Rockies. This one's over 12. I think you can get a flat 11 right now. Let me look. That total is going under, and I totally get why it's going under. Yes, you can get 11 right now. This Phillies team is god-awful right now versus left-handers. They're hitting league worst 162 versus left-handers, and it's at a pretty good plate sample size of 81 plate appearances, which from the left-handed side, that's pretty good. They strike out at 33%. You could see Austin Gomber having a good day. I can't quite get there on that over either, and people seem to be betting that under on that one, so that's how that one's going down. Let's drop in a couple comments here. It's rainy in Denver, correlates with the under. I like the under. I'm betting the under in that game before I bet the over. Do I like the Dodgers today? We also won the Dodgers 8-1. Yeah, that was my best bet. Thank you, Jared. Thank you. Dodgers, I'm going to talk about that in rapid fire. So we're basically at rapid fire, so give me a second. Mariners on the money line, not for me. Not going up against the Tigers. You're just asking for trouble. Cardinals and Red Sox over. Yeah, kind of been talking about that. I can't quite get there. Actually, let's so we can actually see these comments. There. Paxton is the new Chichi Gonzalez, Patrick Corbin, and Jose Urena. Well, if he thinks that, then take the over. I agree. I mean, if you've got James Paxton in that line, go ahead and take the over. I did look up what his spring training had been like. It was a mixed bag. I mean, it looked like a guy in terms of his game log, like working his way back from injury. I tell you what, the Red Sox bullpen is really good. It's really good. I mean, it's top 5 in some categories. I'm looking at it right now. It's a great bullpen, so I can't quite get there on that over. All right, let's throw out my bets, and then let's get into rapid fire, and then let's build some parlays together. Let's have some goddamn fun and build ourselves a parlay. Let's take our favorite leans here from rapid fire and build ourselves a parlay. Here's going to be the bets I'm going to go ahead and roll with, fellas. I am rolling with that Tigers F5 team total over 1.5. Didn't talk about it a ton. Everybody gets it. I know we've all got a sour taste in our mouth because we had a 3-unit play on Sunday up against the left-hander and Mats that didn't work. But remind yourself, before that, you hit a 2-unit play for the Tigers and you hit a 5-unit play for the Tigers. And the Tigers have been really stinking good versus left-handers. So might have gotten tripped up, but obviously still justified in going back in against a left-hander. So we'll do that. I'm taking that Guardians F5 team total under 2.5 runs at minus 155. I'm going to do the Blue Jays F3 team total under 0.5 at plus 115. I'm taking that Royals team total over 3. I mentioned that in all but one start of Corbin Burns has the opponent gone over 3 runs. You've got a Royals team that are really good versus right-handers. You got a Milwaukee Brewers bullpen that is bona fide struggling right now in the bottom 10 in the MLB. I think the Royals can certainly get to 3 or more runs, and we get the tie option if they only get to 3. Give me that Reds Marlins NRFI at minus 120. Give me Corbin Burns under 6.5 Ks at plus 108. Marco Gonzalez under 4.5 Ks at minus 140. I am going to do that Rangers run line. That's my best bet of the day at minus 110. And the 2 dogs I mentioned in the Reds and Angels that I like the most, I'm going to go ahead and bet them. Reds at plus 132, and the Angels come in at plus 116. All right, let's do some rapid fire, and we will talk about that Dodgers here. There, Jordan. Let's talk about those Dodgers. All right. Oh, hold up. Before we do that, let's get the Squirrel's biggest discrepancy from his over-under, if you guys want to know that. All right. His biggest discrepancy from an over standpoint was easily the Cardinals-Red Sox. The line opened at 9.5. We know the current line is 10-ish. Well, the current line is 11. Wow. The line opened at 9.5. It's currently at 11, and he's even got it projected higher than that. He's got 12.5. 12.5. So that's his greatest over discrepancy is Cardinals-Red Sox. He's got it scored at 12.5. His greatest under, I guess to be fair, he's also got Rockies Phillies at 3-run discrepancy. He's got it scored at 15 runs. He's got Rockies Phillies at 15 runs. His greatest under is only by 1 run, and it's Rangers Athletics. He's got it at 7.5 runs, and I think the total's at 8. So only a half-run discrepancy, but he's got it at 1. So there it is. There's his greatest over. There's his greatest under. All right, let's jump into rapid fire now. Then we'll come back to some other questions that have come in. Mariners and Tigers, over under of 8.5. Mariners minus 120. Tigers come in at even money. I'll tell you what, I looked at Matt Boyd going over his strikeout prop. You've got a Mariners team that continues to struggle, and while they struggle, they continue to always strike out a ton of these Seattle Mariners. So you could possibly look at Matthew Boyd going over his strikeout prop today. I tell you what, the reason I don't like the Tigers today as an underdog, and I was surprised, but this is why we, keep looking at the stats. That Tigers bullpen is coming on down, to say the least. They've kind of stumbled down the bullpen stats and are sitting below average in every category, which wasn't the case last week. I think last week they were a top 10 bullpen, but now they're below average in every category. So I just don't like the Tigers today as a dog. I think they'll be successful, obviously, through the first 5 innings. I'll say Tigers, obviously for rapid fire. I'll go Tigers money line. Reds and Marlins over under of 7.5. Reds plus 120. Marlins minus 140. I was interested in this under. Too many people have bet the under and just have driven it down to 7.5, and the juice is already under, to the under. So you could see this one falling to 7. Yeah, I like the under. Obviously like the Reds winning the game, but I'll also give out the under for rapid fire. I liked it. I was expecting, I knew I was going to be on this under in some capacity. Obviously, once I looked up Ashcraft's first inning numbers and saw that he had never given up a run, he had also really not really given up many hits and walks. It was an easy decision to pick the NRFI. But yeah, whether F3, F5, full game, I like the under in Reds Marlins. Pirates and Orioles over under of 8.5. Pirates plus 135. Orioles coming in at minus 155. Two struggling offenses. Two struggling bullpens. Makes it tough trying to pick an over or an under. I'm going to do the under, though. Under 8.5. If I have to pick a winner, I still like this Orioles team. So I'll take the Orioles to win the game. Mets and Nationals over under of 9. Mets minus 120. Nationals at even money. Mackenzie Gore taking on Tyler McGill. I liked. Where are those bullpens? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, gosh, damn it. This one's tough. Scuffling teams. I'm gonna take the over. I'm gonna take the over. I do. The offensive numbers are just good enough. The Nationals bullpen is struggling enough to make me think that the over can get there. Gore's a good one though. Got to give Gore credit. He's already seen this Mets though, so I'm gonna take the over 9. Over 9. Rays and Yankees over under of 8.5. Rays plus 150. Yankees minus 175. I mean, Cole generally dominates the Rays. Got roughed up a little bit from them in his last time. I'm going to keep taking the Rays at plus 150. By far the better team. That's not even a debate. So plus 150. Not sure who Trevor Kelly is. I assume this is going to be a bullpen game, or who the hell is this guy? Let's see. Oh, he's had one appearance. Did he start that game? Or let's see, did he start it? No, he didn't start it. He came in as a bullpen guy. So this is a bullpen guy. I like the Rays bullpen, so you're telling me it's a bullpen day? Sure. They're better than the Yankees already to begin with. So you're giving me the Rays at plus 150? Yeah, sign me up. Braves and Blue Jays over under of 8.5. Braves at minus 155. Blue Jays plus 135. Yeah, give me the Braves money line. I'm gonna do the under. I really like it. It's a shame though the Blue Jays bullpen is struggling. So if the Braves hit an over by themselves, it's like, well, they got the Bassett and they really hit that bad bullpen. But Strider's going to help you out here. He's going to keep this game under. So I'll take the under. Cardinals and Red Sox over under of 11 now. Cardinals minus 105. Red Sox minus 115. I'm taking the Red Sox. Too good of a bullpen, way too good of an offense. I'm going to trust that, with Paxton coming off injury, he runs into trouble. They're going to go out there and get the hook. And now you're talking a top 5 bullpen. So I'm going to do Red Sox. Angels, Guardians over under of 8.5. Angels plus 115. Guardians minus 135. I will take the under. Boy, Logan Allen's sharp. Expecting the Guardians to struggle. I'll take under 8.5, and obviously I already like the Angels' money line. Cubs and Twins over under 7.5. Cubs plus 135. Twins minus 155. Give me the Cubs at plus 135. Margins are tight on this one. It feels like more of a coin flippy game when you look at the stats. So I'll take Cubs plus 155. The Twins were also, what was their? I know it was against right-handers they're struggling. Yeah, right-handers are hitting 149. They're hitting 149. Obviously they're seeing a lefty and Drew Smiley, but man, and then the Cubs can roll some right-handers out of that bullpen and keep this game nice and low scoring, give the Cubs a chance to pull one out late, even if Sonny Gray's been pitching well, and Sonny Gray has been pitching well. Still like the Cubs at plus 135. Royals and Brewers. Royals plus 195. Brewers minus 230. Over under of 8.5. Royals at plus 195 in a bullpen day where they're throwing Josh Taylor, and now you're going to get a guy, different dude, every other inning. I like the Royals today. Give me the Royals. Astros and White Sox over under of 8.5. Astros minus 150. White Sox plus 130. This game smells like an under. I'm going to take the under. Astros struggling. White Sox are improving. Give them credit. Kopech off a nice start. I'm taking the under, though, 8.5. Phillies and Rockies, over under of 11. Phillies minus 135. Rockies plus 115. Man, what do you trust here? Do you trust the Phillies numbers that are struggling against left-handers? Or you're going to trust Austin Gomber, who's been struggling? Tough one. Taking the Rockies at plus 115. I'll take the under. Rangers Athletics over under of 8.5. I'm sticking with the best bet of the board today. Rangers run line. I don't even have to really consider it. Yeah. Giants and Diamondbacks over under of 10. Giants minus 115. Diamondbacks minus 105. Bullpen day for the Giants as they're showing a reliever. Under 10. And then Padres Dodgers. Here you go, Jared. This was an interesting one. What did we play just last week in Blake Snell's start? We did that Dodgers F5 team total over 1.5. And that cash felt really good because I sit here all the time and talk about Blake Snell, talk about how he's going to have great strikeouts, but he's going to lose control, and there's always a possibility for a walk and then a home run because he's walking dudes every single start. And then obviously you get a chance for a 2-run home run. That's exactly how we cashed that F5 team total. He was pitching a no-hitter, he walked one batter, and then gave up a 2-run home run. Today, they're not giving us that F5 team total, though, at 1.5 runs. They're making you go to 2.5 runs. I'm not going to go ahead and bet it because he could absolutely deal, and it could just be 1 2-run home run. And today you're not going to cash like you did last week. Now, you would think there's going to be more runs. We just saw this matchup. I like the Dodgers at minus 130. I like the Dodgers at minus 130. I'm looking at one thing here for a second. Yeah, I'm taking the under for sure. And I'm taking the under. Under 9. Under 9. Under 9 in that matchup. Dodgers money line, and I'm taking under 9. All right. There we go. There's the rapid fire. Oh, a little rapid fire. Let's make a parlay, shall we? Let's make a parlay. Let's hop on over to Caesars where we all got a free gift, free bet. If you didn't, it's time to spend a little cash and let's make a parlay, fellas. But do log into your Caesars account, though. They did give out a free bet. All right. Targets, F5 money line. Talking about Tigers? Yeah, I wouldn't go full game, but yeah, F5. I know it's going to be at a dog price because they're at a dog to win the game. So yeah, rapid fire parlay. Let's do it. Let's do it. I am going to do Yuri Perez if they're offering me 4.5 Ks. I like it. I am getting offered 4.5 Ks, so I'm taking Yuri Perez. I'm coming in. That's one of my leans that I like. Yuri Perez. Perfect. All right, now let's go through these. Let's go through these, see which ones are our favorite. All right, back. I'm doing Braves money line. I expect the Braves to win the game, so that makes it. So now I've got Yuri Perez over 4.5 Ks. I've got Atlanta Braves money line. I'm going to do a Red Sox. On Caesars, you can do alternate team totals. I'm gonna do an alternate Red Sox team total. I can't ignore their offensive numbers. And then the Cardinals bullpen is struggling too. I'm gonna do I'll do over 4. Give me the option of push. Expect them to get 5 or more, but I'll do over 4.5. Astros, White Sox. They were struggling big time. Yeah, the Astros. Yeah, the Astros are struggling. 29th, they're hitting 191, only slugging 299. If Kopech can just have himself another nice outing. I'm going to see what the F5 under is rather than doing a full game under. It is that White Sox bullpen, which is scary. It's under 4.5. I'll do it. Astros, White Sox, F5 under 4.5, so we got 4 legs. Is that it? Yuri Perez over 4.5 Ks. Braves money line. Over 4 runs. If you're doing a free bet, you can't give yourself a push. I need to go back and do over 4.5 runs. It's a free bet. What are we talking about? You can't push. All right, I'll go back and change this. I'm going back and changing the Red Sox to over 4.5 runs. No pushing around here. There we go. It's much better odds, of course. So Yuri Perez over 4.5 strikeouts. Braves money line. Red Sox team total over 4.5. And the first 5 innings of Astros White Sox under 4.5. Pays 8-1. Caesars gave everybody a $10 free bet. Hit it. Yeah. I got another free bet on DraftKings or on whatchamacallit? BetMGM. I'm gonna make another one. All right. There's one on DraftKings or Caesars. Let's get it, boys. Let's make another one. Let's hop on over to BetMGM and make another one. I like it. Let me put these on the screen here. This is an 8-1 parlay, plus 811 on Caesars. All right, that's how I rolled with on one of them. You can see that on the screen. Let's go make another one. I got another one on BetMGM. Stuff's hitting, fellas. Feeling it. Let's go make another one. Let's do it. All right, BetMGM. Let's do it. Anybody tail that one on Caesars? Yuri Perez over 4.5 Ks. Braves money line. Astros. White Sox. F5 under 4.5. Red Sox team total. Who tailed that one? Let's make another one here on BetMGM where we got another one. BetMGM, guys, if you don't have a BetMGM account, you got to open one. You spend money on their platform, they give you a free bet. All right, let's get logged in here. Let's do this. Let's do some over-unders that we like. Under 9 in Pirates, Orioles. Under 8.5 in Angels, Guardians. Under 10 in Giants, Diamondbacks. Is that it? Just 3? Why doesn't tell me I have any free bets? What the hell? Yeah, let's get going. Under 9 in Pirates, Orioles. Under 8.5 in Angels, Guardians. Under 10 in Giants, Diamondbacks. Do I like any more in there? Or is that it? You know what? There was some... let me go put in Tyler Anderson. Oh, no, I can't. I got the under in that. What we're seeing... Kyle Tucker to get a hit. Let's see if I can add in. Yeah, minus 200. Welcome to the party, my man. Come on up. Welcome to the party. All right. So in this parlay, got under 9 Pirates Orioles. Make sure that looks good. I like it. That looks good. Bullpens, how are you looking? All right. I mean, I like it. Under 8.5 in Angels Guardians. I like that. Under 10, Giants Diamondbacks. And then will Kyle Tucker get a hit? Yeah, he's getting a hit. Use a $15 free bet on this one. $15 free bet. I think I'm going to hit it. I like it. I like it. All right. $15 free bet. Bam. Let me put that one up on the screen. And that'll be it. That's all the bets. We just made another one. 2 free bets on a great Friday. Let's do it. We did Pirates. Orioles under 9. Angels Guardians under 8.5. D-backs under 10. And then Kyle Tucker. This is plus 923 on MGM. All right. There's the other one, fellas. Good luck if you decided to tail it. Either of those free bets. Good luck with your own bets. That's it. There we go. There we have Payoff pitch today. Come on back on Monday. Of course, we'll have the Hockey Squirrel back there with us. Good luck with your bets this weekend, fellas. Should be a nice little night. Should be a good weekend overall. Got Zach Greinke tomorrow in action. Make sure you check out him. Other notable things, there were a few other things I wanted to point out about tomorrow. Zach Greinke was notable. There was 2 other things. Where is it? Oh yeah, Reds Marlins. Everybody will be on that under. Where? I'll be looking at Nationals up against Lucchesi. They're against left-handers. Yes, sir. We got some bangers. Why are we so confident in Perez? He's just the stuff read about him. Reds offense struggling, so that helps. He's not like he's coming into a good hitting team. Reds are struggling versus right-handers. Read about him. Stuff looks good. 42 strikeouts and 31 innings pitched. It looks good. Top pitching prospect. See what he's got. I'll take him. I'll take the lack of familiarity up against him as well. So big, tall kid, 6'8". I think they're going to struggle with him at least first time through the rotation. I bet he has his way first time through. And okay, maybe they make adjustments through innings 4 and later, but I'm expecting him to have a lot of success first time through the rotation. Lots of great articles out there about how he's the number 1 prospect. He's good. So, see how it is. Good luck. Good luck, fellas. All right, enjoy your weekend. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry I felt like shit and sounded like shit. I'm sure I'll be better on Monday. Happy Mother's Day again to you great mothers out there. We'll catch up with you guys on Monday. Have a good one.